First of all, I want to say a word about the deniers of the Holocaust. I'm not afraid and I'm not worried of those deniers. Sometimes by denying something, you made it more interesting, more known, more famous. Take, for instance, the former president of Iran, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Dozens of millions of people in Iran. He is denying the Holocaust. Never happened. When he appeared on the television or the radio in Iran, a great nation, speaking about how he denies the Holocaust, people who watch the television, who listen to their president, ask themselves, what is he speaking about? What does he deny? What he says is a lie. Holocaust. What is Holocaust? When was Holocaust? Where was Holocaust? What happened in the Holocaust? They became more and more involved in the story of the Holocaust because of the denial of their president. So I'm not worried. If I am worried, I'm worried about the reason what makes him to deny Holocaust. Why? What difference make to Mr. Ahmadinejad if my holy late father was killed by the Nazis in Treblinka or he died in his bed in age of 120? What difference does it make to Ahmadinejad the faith of my father? No. So why is he denying it? What is the matter? What is the issue? Why is he denying? He must have some profit or thinking about a profit from this denial. To be a liar, to be a clown, because to deny Holocaust in a time that dozens of thousands of people go around us with the number of Auschwitz tattooed on their arms, and to deny, to say it's never happened, it's meshigas. It's crazy. Not only stupid, it's crazy. How can you deny? Go in a bus in Tel Aviv now in August, where people go to the bus with shirts in short sleeves, and they keep the bus, and everyone can see the number. When they stand in the bus, not to fall, they keep it, and you see the numbers here or there. Comes a president of a state, member in the United Nations, united. This is a joke by itself. Israel and Iran sit one near the other, and the letters of Iran and Israel are not so far. It's not A and Z, Iran and Israel. They sit very close. He denies. United. And how united? Say to the student who asks the question, look at the word with open eyes and open ears. Don't be naive. United Nations. It's a bluff. They are not united. It's a group of people, ambassadors, who sit together and they have to vote according to the government at that particular moment gave them an order. So about the deniers of the Holocaust, I am not afraid of denying it. I am worried about the reason what brings them to deny. Maybe such Ahmadinejad wanted a new Holocaust. He didn't want that his nation will know what happened to the end of that Holocaust 72 years ago. What happened? Where is the Nazism? Where is the National Sozialistische Partei? This party which brought Adolf Hitler to be the Chancellor, the ruler over all Germany in January 1933. What happened to that party? Disappeared. And what happened to the so-called victims of the Holocaust? We are here. Am Yisrael Chai, as said Rabbi Kohen. We exist. So maybe that president Ahmadinejad and many other deniers They don't want people to know the real history of the Holocaust before the war, during the war, and after the war. 72 years already. So they deny it. Never happened. Now we can make a new Wannsee conference, a new program of so-called final solution. Because speaking about the final solution of 20th of January 1942, they were in Wannsee, a villa near Berlin, Himmler, Heydrich, Eichmann, and their colleagues. And they made the ways, the trains, the camps, where go the Jews from Bulgaria, and where go the Jews from Hungary, and the Jews from Belgium, and from France, Poland, Germany, of course. The ways of final solution were discussed in a villa near Berlin on January 42. Thanks God, we are here, and they disappeared. No Heinrich, no Himmler, no Eichmann. Their descendants are ashamed that they were their grandparents. And we, thanks God, we exist. So I'm not afraid from the denial of Holocaust, but the question of this student is a very correct one. The Torah, the Holy Torah, gave us already the answer. Zachor et asher atza lecha Amalek. Do remember what Amalek did to you when he attacked you just after Exodus, when you went out from Egypt. The first one who dared to fight the Jewish people was Amalek, our cousin, of course, because Amalek is the son of Eliphaz, and Eliphaz was the son of Esav, and Esav was our uncle, brother of Jacob, our father. This is the grandson of our brothers, of our fathers. Remember what Amalek did to you? And there is an Amalek of our generation. Remember. And if it's not enough, Rabbi Felix, that the Torah is giving us a commandment to remember, Zachor, the Torah says another word, Lo tishkach, don't forget. It's not the same? Same side of the same coin. Zachor, remember. Lo tishkach, don't forget. If I will remember, I will not forget. If I will not forget, I will remember. Why do we need twice? Lo tishkach is many other meanings as well. Zachor, do whatever you need. Your side, prayers, Tehillim, Kaddish, candles, Ner Neshama, everything that you have to learn. Assemblies, Yom HaShoah, Yad Vashem, all these things that you have to do in order to remember. But another word the Torah tells us, Lo tishkach. Not only it's forbidden to forget, you will not forget. This is a threat, like a promise. The Rebbeinu Shalom, the Lord of Mighty, knows the future. He told us, it happened with Amalek when you went out of Egypt. But you will never forget Amalek, because Amalek will not disappear. That Amalek and another Amalek, they disappeared already. But every generation, there will be another anti-Semite and another anti-Semite. They will not let you to forget. And this is a matter of fact. Professor Irving from London, the Professor Deborah Lipstadt won the trial against him. He denied the Holocaust, a professor of history. There was also in England, I forgot his name, a cardinal. He said, maybe there were 200 or 300,000 Jewish victims. 6 million? 6 million? Exaggerating, fantasia, legend, never happened. We have in Yad Vashem already 4,700,000 names and details of the victims of the Holocaust. Why don't we have still the whole 6 million? When the whole family perished, or the whole shtetl, the whole village disappeared, Who will tell us the names? Who will give us the details? There are pages of identity of all the victims. But you have to fulfill the names. Last name, first name, father's name, shtetl, where was he born, when was he born. There are victims that no one can tell about them. So we have only 4,700,000, all the details, where they disappeared and how they were murdered. Comes a cardinal in England, United Kingdom, tells us, 200, there were other victims at the war also. You know, where there is a war, there is a battlefield, there are victims. French, British, German, Polish, Russian, some Americans also in the end, and some Jews. Final solution? Nah, it's a Jewish fantasy. We have a lot of work, what to do. The libraries, the books like this book, the names of yeshivot and Hasidut, they help us not to forget what happened. If you have a yeshiva like I was there, studied in Ponevezh. Ponevezh is a shtetl in Lithuania, in Lita. In Bnei Brak you have Ponevezh. Telz, you have it in Cleveland. Telz, so there is a Telz. Mir, the greatest of them all, 7,000 students in one yeshiva in Yerushalayim. What is Gur? The Chassidim. What is Lubavitch? Lubavitch is in Crown Heights born? No. Lubavitch is not an American discovery. It's a shtetl. Lida, Admor HaZaken, the old Rebbe, in Lida, Lubavitch, they exist. Belz, a small shtetl in Galicia, exist. Vizhnitz, a shtetl in Romania, exist. So we make all what possible in order to commemorate those shtetls, those families, those movements, so they will be unforgotten forever.
If you like that video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell below for hours of the best Jewish content online.